Hello everybody, Mossart here, and today I will be ranking my favorite Wings of Fire characters. I might do another video where I rank what my favorite Wings of Fire books are. These are not my favorite books, these are my favorite characters. Of course, their books do play... I'm only doing main characters that have a book based off them, so I can't do Kinkajou because she doesn't have a book, you know. So the people we'll be ranking today are Clay, Tsunami, Glory, Starflight, Sunny, Moon, Winter, Peril, Turtle, Quibbly, Blue, Cricket, Sundew, and Snowfall. I'm not going to review any books like Darkstalkers Legends because it has like 3 main characters, and I'm not going to rank all of them. I'm also not going to do, I can't remember now, it's the one with the humans and Sky and Rin and Leaf and all them. It has multiple main characters, so I'm not going to be doing those books because they have multiple main characters, so I'm just sticking to the main arc, or the main books. And I would also like to say, before I get into the actual ranking, if you guys like some of the characters that I've put sort of towards the bottom of my list, or I don't like a specific character, that is not me telling you that character sucks and no one should like them. No. If you like a character that I don't like, that is great. That's wonderful. I'm just saying that personally, I don't really like that character, and they're just not my favorite. But be free to like whatever characters you like, and also let me be free to like what characters I like. This is not to judge anybody for their favorite characters. I'm okay. Let's just be okay with each other having different opinions. And yeah. Alright, so we've got 14 characters to get through. And at the bottom of the pack, number 14, this is my least favorite character out of the main characters in the arc, is Tsunami. Now, I'll admit my judgment might be just a little bit kind of biased on this one because I never actually bought her book. I have the graphic novel version of her book that we bought on accident instead of the main book, and then I was just too lazy to buy. And then I was just too lazy to buy the actual book. So I didn't really get to see the insight on their character that perhaps I would have if I had read her full book. So I'm sort of going based on the graphic novel and how we see her in other books. And I liked her in the first book, but after that, she just sort of seemed like the character that can fight. She didn't really give me big sister vibes. She seemed sort of selfish in her dislike of prophecies and stuff like that. I kind of like her. I understand they're trying to go for her. She didn't like people telling her what to do with her life, and she feels like her life was stolen from her. But her dislike of prophecies just makes her seem sort of stupid. I don't know. I just didn't like her all that much. She was overly aggressive, and she's just a not very likable character, in my opinion. But then again, I also haven't read her full book, so maybe if I did, I might like her better, but she's at the bottom of my pack for now. Number 13 is Starflight. I don't know. His book was just sort of I don't know. I just don't really like him much as a character. He's just sort of a coward. I know he's like smart and stuff, but I don't know if we ever really see him do anything like super important with his smarts. Like, I know he helps them. Like, I know his sacrifice of his vision was very like honorable, and I don't know. I just didn't really like him. Like, I don't know. He was always sort of the damsel in distress who sort of always everyone had to be worried about constantly, and I don't know. I just didn't really like him much as a character. Number 12, Winter. I remember really hating him in Moon Rising, and then I gained a bit of sympathy for him in Winter Turning or something. I don't remember what his book's called. I got sympathy for him, but the way he acts and I know when we see indie characters' brains, we gain sympathy for them because we can't always know what they're thinking unless you're Moon. But I don't know. He was always but after that, he was sort of a meh character. I liked his chemistry with Quibbly, and I think he has good chemistry with other characters, but just him as a character, I was sort of on a dislike to he's kind of a meh character for me. Number 11 is Peril. Sort of similar to Winter here. I remember being kind of conflicted on her, and I am sort of still conflicted on her. I know she didn't murder like a ton of dragons, but I do know she was kind of coaxed into it, and it really wasn't her fault because she was manipulated. And I do like her I like her friendship with Turtle. I think it's cute. I'm glad she gets that Queen Ruby allowed her back into the tribe, and I kind of just want, and I hope she has a happy life. But again, she's just sort of a meh character that I'm sort of conflicted on. Number 10 is Turtle. Turtle, again, with the same problem with Starflight, he's kind of a coward, and I don't know, I just feel like I didn't really connect with him. He was just sort of a meh character. I don't really, I know he's just not very memorable, and the way he hung back when everyone else would take action, I don't know.
Hey guys, I kind of realized with Peril, Winter, and especially Turtle, I come off like I don't really like them a lot. I would just like to say I do like these characters. Their books, I didn't dislike reading any of their books, and I like Turtle. I think he's cute. I think him and Kinkajou would make a really cute couple. His moments of bravery are very good, and he has a very interesting story. They didn't really do anything that made me super love them or super hate them, so I am kind of forced to be a bit more critical with my list. There are people that I just love so much that I really don't have much to say about these people. I just didn't really have a lot to say about them as why they are here in my ranking. I would just like to say I don't really hate any of these characters like you might think when you hear my review, but I do really like Turtle, especially. Peril is good. Winter is good also. I sound really critical in here, but I do really like these characters.
Number 9 is Snowfall. I remember she was a just meh background character that I didn't really think would get her own book. She was Queen Glacier's daughter who suddenly had to become queen, and I knew she was anxious from, I think we get Jeroboam's point of view or something, from like some like book, like at the epilogue. But I didn't really expect we were going to get her as a main character, and I did, and I ended up liking her. And she's sort of low on the list just because there's so many like really great characters in Wings of Fire, but I don't dislike her by any stretch of the imagination. I like how she goes through a good arc, and I think it makes sense for her to be anxious all the time about if her mother chose her for the right reasons and stuff. And I really liked her as a character. She's just a bit low on the list because she is not, in my opinion, not as good as characters as maybe some other dragons. Number 8 on the list is Blue. I really liked his positive outlook and how he believed there was good in everybody, and his struggles with the harm his flame silk could do. And I just liked him a lot. He's loyal, and while he's a bit shyer and maybe not as, I wouldn't call him a coward, is what I'm saying. He's cautious, and I think his romance with Cricket is super freaking cute. They belong together 100%, and I just like him. Number 7 is Clay. Clay is the middle of my list, but he's on no way average. I really like Clay. He's like a big brother to everyone. I like how he's just this big, big brother character to everyone, and I just like him. He's worried about everyone, and I love how close him and his siblings are, and I love how he always makes sure Sunny is heard when the other dragons tend to ignore her. And I just feel like he's the guy that would just look out for you, and I just like him. He's a sweet little bean. Number 6 is Cricket. I kind of relate to her on the level of being a bookworm. I liked her constantly asking questions. I thought it was fun. She does come across as a little annoying in books like The Dangerous Gift. She just comes off a little annoying with all the questions. And I feel like they just kind of laid it on a bit thick for Dangerous Gift for some reason. And I did finish reading Dangerous Gift today, so maybe that's why it's most fresh in my head. But I like Cricket. I relate to her as we're both kind of bookworms who have a lot of questions about the world and stuff. And I liked her. And like I said, I think it being super interesting about how all her questions and stuff. And I think they just did a better job with her being like a smart character than they did with Starflight, having her smarts actually contribute a lot to the plot, and her being a main. And I don't know, I just feel like she's what they wanted to kind of go for with Starflight, just done 10 times better. Number 5 is Moon. Moon, I also kind of relate to her. She's anxious in a new school and stuff. I just kind of really like her as a character. She's nervous and nice and kind of like sassy when she needs to be. That scene where she stands up to Quibbly in Moon Rising is something I will read over and over again. I just like her a lot as a character. I like how she's anxious but not too afraid to do anything. Her connection with Darkstalker is a really interesting one, and I think gives her character... She's just a really interesting character, and I like her a lot. Number 4 is Sunny. Sunny, and I think that as we get closer to the top, it's more characters I can relate to that give me... And that kind of makes me like them more. I don't know what that really means about myself, but that's how it is. Sunny is small and often talked over by people, and I kind of feel that way sometimes, just a little bit. I don't know. I just feel like I like how she's like I am one of the youngest people in my family, and also I'm very short. So I kind of understand she's like everyone's little baby that needs to be protected. So when she leaves and kind of goes out on her own adventure, that she is independent and proves herself to be like a totally like amazing girl. I don't know. I just really liked her story, and I love her reuniting with her friends and them being like totally blown away about all her adventure. And I love how she's a really nice character that Moon opens up to about her powers. And it just shows a lot about who Sunny is. It's a very like kind of like a mom character to Moon, or not like a mother figure to Moon, but just like someone you could go to with your problems and stuff. She's just sweet and also very smart and capable, and I like that about her. Number 3 is Quibbly. I love Quibbly. He's so amazing. I love how he's totally capable and smart, but also like really funny. Whenever he's on the page, but also knows like when to be serious. I don't know, I love his chemistry with Winter. I think him and Moon are really cute. I also think that him and Winter being friends is good, but I think they would work well as boyfriends if they wanted to get together. But I do think him and Moon are also a very cute couple, and I'm happy with him and Winter just being friends if that's where the writers... I think that's where they've went with the story. I don't know. He's such a good character. His chemistry with everyone is really great. I love him and Thorn's relationship. I love his secret desire to become an animus. And I don't know. Everything with his family was super interesting to read. And yeah, I just really like him as a character. I don't know how this relates. Like I said, most of the main characters are people I relate to. I don't know if I really relate to Quibbly, but I do love his energetic, sarcastic, funny personality, and I think that's how I kind of want people to see me, and I think that's who I am for the most part. That's how I've had like friends kind of describe me in a way, and that's kind of who I like to be, and I don't know, he's just great. I like him. Number 1 and number 2 could be switched. I don't know. This was a really tough one. I love both of these characters so much. It's down between Glory and Sundew. And I relate to both these characters, and I love them. So this was really hard. Honestly, you could switch these around, and it would sort of be the same to me. I love these characters at both, but number 2 is Glory. Her sarcastic attitude is just so amazing. She can come off as a bit cold, I think, but she means well. I love how she's totally just like amazing. She's extremely loyal. She might not be the most like open and huggy with like her friends, but she's really loyal, and I just really love her. And I could listen to her and Deathbringer's like sarcastic little like flirty banter forever. They're so cute, and I just really love her. I've read her book like a ton of times. She's just a really fun character, and leading like 2 tribes at such a young, and becoming queen at such a young age. I don't know. I just feel, and I like sort of underdog story here, where she went from like being totally torn down by like her guardians, and she proves herself to be despite being a Rainwing, to be a totally like kick butt queen who is just amazing. And number 1 is Sundew. See, this is sort of what I feel like they wanted to do with Tsunami, but done better. Like a character from the outside that comes off as kind of mean, sort of grouchy, but when we look inside her head, we see that we see her inner struggle, and her relationship with Willow is so cute. I just love Sundew. She's just cute, and I don't know, she's like sarcastic and angry and funny, and I don't know, I just really like her. And in other books, she can come across as sort of mean, but then we get her perspective and we sort of really like her, you know? But that is my official ranking for my favorite characters in Wings of Fire. I might do one with we do more side characters, that way I can get you at the top of my list. And I might do some that are just what my favorite books are, because I do think my favorite books and my favorite characters might be just a little bit, like, moved around. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to hear what your favorite characters are in the description down below. And yeah, love you guys so much. Have an amazing day, and yeah, bye. Oh, wait, before I go, the next episode of Minecraft 4U Cats Roleplay is coming. I'm just being super lazy. I'm very sorry.